Before we're finished tonight, you each have a chance to make a final closing statement. A separate random draw determined the order in which these would be delivered. We'll begin with Mr. Alan Way.
As I said at the opening, this is about governing. We virtually all agree on the issues. We'll have to debate the 13 million issue with Suzanne at a later time. But this is about governing. And I'm personally at the peak of my professional experience where I am in life. My values. I'm pro-life. I'm pro-family. I'm pro-Second Amendment. I'm pro-10th Amendment. And I'm good for my word. My vision for New Mexico. Improved economy. Bigger and broader private sector. Improved education. Lower taxes. Increased pay for teachers and first responders, a stronger public safety, and an absolutely secure border. Is that an impossible dream? I'll tell you an impossible dream. I've told the story once before. 41 years ago, when I was a young first lieutenant, moving on an infantry operation in Vietnam, a Marine several yards to my left stepped on a landmine, and he went up in the air, and when he came down, he didn't have any legs, but he didn't know it. And a corpsman stabilized him, and a medevac was called. And when the helicopter arrived, they put him in a poncho, as they did, because they didn't have litters, and they took him to that helicopter. And then he realized he didn't have legs, and he started singing a song that some of you older people will remember, The Impossible Dream. And he had a beautiful voice. I remember it like it was yesterday, and that song carried across that battlefield, and there were tears in men's eyes. And he left, and I've never seen him again, of course, but that Marine has inspired me my whole life to get up and do the impossible. If you trust me, if you elect me, I won't let you down. I'll be the best governor I can be for you, for New Mexico, to fix things. I respectfully ask for your vote, and I'm grateful for your prayers. Thank you.
As your governor, we are facing some very critical issues. And as your governor, I will bring bold change. I will bring change to make sure that we cut back our government, to make sure that we cut waste and the fraud that is currently in our government spending, so that we can make sure to provide a positive environment for jobs to be created. I am well aware that government does not create jobs. I am very aware of that. Small businesses create jobs. And no small business will have a greater partner than I in making sure that we create that environment for businesses to develop and grow. We've lost an awful lot of jobs to Texas, to Colorado, to Arizona. We rank number 16th in the amount of taxes paid per capita. In Texas, they're 46th, Colorado 45th, Arizona 41st. We're not even competitive in our own region. And economy, we have a global economy. People can do business anywhere in the world. We must make New Mexico more attractive, and we have to phase out those job-killing taxes. I have a detailed economic recovery plan on my website, and I invite you to go to my website and study that plan. It's important that we take back our state. It is extremely important that we have a governor that we trust, that will deliver the results necessary to make sure to take back our state. We are in a critical election. We cannot afford 4 more years of the very same poor leadership that we have experienced the last 8. We will die as a state. We have got to take it back, and we have got to take it back because we insist on bringing strong ethical leadership, and I have that proven record from Doña Ana County that I can bring to this state. And as a public servant, I have done so proudly, and I have done so ethically and honestly. And I make no apologies for having done so. I appreciate it, and I hope to earn your support and your vote. And your prayers are most important. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. I'm proud to be a native New Mexican. And I want New Mexicans to be proud again. I want New Mexicans to be proud that this state provides opportunities, it provides fairness, it provides equality, it rewards efficiency. That's the type of state I want New Mexico to be. We need to fix Santa Fe. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create jobs and maintain and retain jobs. We need to become business friendly so we can create job We need to repair our education system. We need to take care of our border issue and our immigration issue. And we need to stop one-party rule. And that really didn't come up in this debate, and I would have raised it earlier on one of the questions, but I didn't have time. We function better when this state has two parties watching over this state, involved in critical decisions, looking over projects like the Rail Runner with meaningful input, not just having it shoved down a minority in the House and Senate. So we need to end one-party rule, which means we need a Republican governor to stand up to what has been this one-party rule throughout the state and our entire congressional delegation as is currently the situation. So I strongly request all of you that are watching, stay engaged. Please vote. Let's show a strong turnout in this primary. And let's stay engaged in the general election, and let's end one-party rule, and let's not have 8 more years of an anointed successor to Governor Richardson. Take in mind that there is no other debate going on in this primary. There is no one else that has to stand up with other candidates and discuss issues. There is an anointed successor to continue what we have in New Mexico, or there's a choice to end one-party rule. I respectfully request your vote. Thank you.
You know, how many of you out there tonight watching on television are the kind of people that sit in front of your television when you're watching Fox and shout at it when something gets you angry? But you know what? I was one of those kinds of people. You know, I'm a citizen. I'm a person who gets up in the morning and takes my son to school. I have a dog with arthritis. I pay a mortgage. And I was one of those people who shouted at the television every time something was going on that I disagreed with. We are all extremely motivated in this country today and in this state today because of many of the terrible things that are going on in this country and in this state. You know, I took a pledge early on in this campaign to focus on the issues that matter to the people of New Mexico, to focus on fixing public education, to focus on reducing the size of government. And these are the issues that matter. This campaign has gotten silly, crazy silly. But you know what? These issues still matter to the people of this state. You know, we want to take care of our children. We want to make sure they get a great education. We want to have a job. We want to be able to put food on our table, and we want to be able to protect our families. These are simple things that are important to Republicans and to Democrats, and these are the things that are important to me. I am a firm believer that the best kind of person to lead this state is someone not from government. We have seen what career politics does to our state. We've seen it, and it is mind-numbing. The condition that we're in, the state of our budget. You know, this race is about choices. It's about choosing between career politics and independent citizen government and citizen leadership. It's about choosing issues or choosing garbage. You know, there is so much at stake here, and we need to look at people who are prepared to fight for what's important. You know, Ronald Reagan said that much is asked of those who are chosen to lead, but much, much more is asked of those who are doing the choosing. We've got real choices to make, and I ask you today to join me. Join me, and let's take back our state. Join me and join this fight. Thank you.
You know, our state has been denied the opportunity to progress. Some days I'm not even sure it's the 20th century, but in the last 40 years, we have been trapped in a system of not only government, but politics that has denied us opportunity after opportunity. I moved here in 1963 because this was the state of potential. Well, it hasn't changed. Still the state of potential. I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to move to the state of excellence, the state of success. So I'm here to apply for the job of governor. And you know, some parts of this job are not very sexy. But here are the things that I'm going to do, because there's some processes that don't work in your state government. How many of you would like to go to the motor vehicle department and not spend a half a day there? What do you think? You know, how many basic systems that do not work in state government, we can fix those things. But you know, those basic systems, some of those backward-thinking thought processes has actually crippled our economy. We are no longer competitive among the states that surround us. We have held back business. We make it so expensive to do business that business is leaving the state. Currently, we're